I know what I'm talking about when I tell you that there are some really dark things going on in Hollywood, but this time I'm not just giving you a sloppy overview. I'm talking about alleged murder, phony DNA tests, kid neglect, and fake baby fathers. Chan Rock is the messiest woman of the year so far, and I can assure you that you will all be shocked because the information on the table is that she has been neglecting her child and has been crying in front of the entire Beyoncé internet because her child's defects are visible. However, rumors are that the DNA test that she conveniently produced is the reason why. It's no secret that Chrisean gave birth to a gorgeous boy in 2023 after announcing her pregnancy in January of that year. But since the birth of her son, Chrisean, Jesus Porter, there's been a lot of drama surrounding the identity of the poor boy's father and his health. But speaking about his health and well-being, according to close sources, there's been a lot of drama surrounding the situation. Chrisean's infant must be taken from her as soon as possible.
Good morning. Nobody wanna watch him. She got March. Watching the baby at 4 in the morning so she can what? Get me. Do a verse. Let me get in here, bro. All this so you can do a verse. That's some. You a book. My son ain't got no parent. 4 in the morning. Stopping us. If you want to be a bad parent to a bad parent, you want to be a yes. Yeah, close the door. Let's go, Mark. You gonna get your ass as soon as we get there. Come on. Jaden got a good thing ready for you, Mark. Let's go. Jaden gotta say like, Tessa, come on, girl. Let's go. If you gonna get out, I'm gonna drag you up, man. I'm gonna put this baby down and put you to bed. All right.
Because it appears that he is suffering as a result of all the naughty things Chrisean did while she was expecting him, including drinking, smoking, and other messy activities she frequently engaged in. She hasn't stopped because she is pregnant, and rumors have it that she even got worse during her pregnancy. And now the poor boy, I don't even know how to react to this news because of how messy you can get. I don't know you all, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the only thing that poor baby is receiving from his mother is deformities, so it's not the same as being a mother. Don't come for me. I just relayed the message, but it's clear that Chrisean Rock is more complicated than we initially believed, and I give it to her because when you think she's crazy, she shows you how much worse she is. However, as I mentioned earlier, things are going to get worse because it appears that Chrisean Rock faked her baby's DNA for no other reason than that he wasn't even sure he wanted to be with you constantly. I don't know what you're thinking, but only means one thing if you're lying. DNA test, correct? Let's get right to the point. In 2023, when her baby was born, everyone assumed that the child belonged to Blueface because she was playing around with her now deceased ex while still in a relationship with him. However, given how messy Chrisean is, what if it wasn't Karan K, also known as Ronnie, who entered the scene and claimed that the baby was his? What some people might not know is that C has also been in a crazy relationship with Ronnie, even during the times that she and Blueface would be off and on, even when she gave birth to her baby. Blueface and some old tweets that are trending again literally said that the baby isn't his. It's so messy because apparently Chrisean was trying to pin the baby on Blueface, and he wasn't having it at first, but he has since retracted his statement, especially since last year when Chrisean showed Blueface the DNA test that proved he was the baby's father. I don't know why she keeps pushing on me when it's not scientifically proven already.
Your father.
It's not.
You the father.
Oh, that's what that means?
You little weird ass. You wanted to be it.
You can see that the man wasn't pleased and was still skeptical of the outcomes. And I suppose he had good reason to be, as Ronnie Chan's ex disclosed that Chrisean was traveling from Los Angeles to Baltimore while juggling both him and Blueface simultaneously.
Why she's scared to do a real DNA.
What happened was Blue told her to go get her. In the process of her going.
Therefore, it makes some sense that Blueface would believe the child is not his. But during this time, Ronnie begged Chan for a DNA test.
I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test. If Junior is not my son, the DNA test will prove that. Right or wrong?
He believed the child was his, but she wouldn't even give him one. I'm just saying that if that man wasn't the father, he would have taken his L and left. So why are you refusing? It's SSAF, especially since he did, and she is finally posting the DNA results online, which is suspicious and cold as F. However, before Ronnie passed away, he disclosed that Crone was supposed to abort Blueface's child, and she became pregnant for him in the process, which is why she is afraid to do a real DNA test.
Was Blue told her to go get her. In the process of her going to abort his baby, she got pregnant. It was mine. And that's why she's scared to do a DNA.
I don't know what you guys think, but it seems to make sense. What do you think? As I mentioned before, Ronnie died suddenly, and I find it strange and too opportune that he died after her cran to take the test and threatened to reveal some severe things. Ronnie spilled DMS between him and his house while he was directly in front of it. His aunt had warned him to exercise caution before his death, stating that a hit had been placed on him and that he was afraid for his life. However, it appears that the warning and plea were in vain, and the internet has been going crazy ever since it was made public that Ronnie was dead. That moment to post her son's DNA test and a photo of her and Blueface together is cold and cruel because you never gave that man a test, so why are you posting that when his death is known? However, fans quickly pointed out the test's irregularities because some fans discovered an online DNA template with Cron's case number. Indicating that she has been deceiving, I'm not sure, but it's really messy that she waited for Ronnie to pass away, almost as if she needed him gone first. It's also not helping that the police are considering the case as a targeted hit and homicidal, according to insiders. If we look at it online, there was a motivation, which makes Cran Rock a suspect, has been going viral, and even Whack 100 has something to say because he stated that Cran had no excuse for not testing the man at least before his death, and he hopes that she wasn't involved in any wrongdoing.
I don't know, man. They say it was a targeted hit. Time will tell. I hope there isn't any foul play on Rock's side. There's obviously some foul play because you got a man dead.
Right.
But I will say this.
Interview 715, 733, the same thing. Because that poor baby doesn't deserve all this drama, only love and care. But it's suspicious how Ronnie died. Chats from the DNA test leak reveal that Cran was afraid for his life and only wanted to care for the child if it was his. The police are currently looking into Cran Rock and Blueface, but as I mentioned earlier, the internet is ablaze with comments. Like this one that said, "I definitely think she was involved with Ronnie's death." Another user said, "You're blaming her when you don't know what that man was into in his real everyday life." And I understand that. We're just going to let the law take its course. And if anyone is guilty, we're here for the tea. However, I'm curious about what you guys think, so please leave a comment and check back for more. She waited until he died and created fake documents regarding the DNA test.